So we are going to see while loops in this video. In previous video we have studied what are for loops and what are loops in Python. Now let's go with while loops. I'll show syntax, explanation with flowchart and some programs regarding to while loops. So let's move to our presentation. Okay, types of loops. In previous video I have explained that there are two types of loops that are entry controlled and exit controlled. Entry controlled loop checks the condition at the time of the entry into the loop and then runs the loop accordingly. Exit control loop runs the loop once and then checks the condition, and if the condition is true then runs the loop again, otherwise exits the condition. But the exit control loop compulsorily runs the loop once, while entry control loops may not run the loop once also if the condition is not fulfilled. Next, this is the flow chart for the loop. If the condition is true, then the conditional code would be executed. If the condition is false, then the conditional code would not be executed. Next, what is for loop? Oh, by mistake, I have changed here the syntax. I have given the wrong heading. Wait, let me correct it. So it's not for loop, it's for while loop. Okay. While loop are used to execute a block of statements which are repeatedly until a given condition is satisfied. Means, as in for loop, we were executing the block of code in the for loop till the condition is satisfied. Here too, the if till the condition is satisfied, we are going to run that block of code. And when the condition becomes false, the line immediately after the loop, that is a line immediately after the indentation of the loop, will get executed. While loop falls under the category of indefinite iteration. That is, indefinite integration iteration means we do not know the number of time we are going to iterate the loop. That is, for example, you will see, you will get more clarity in the examples, that is in the programs, but I'm trying to explain you here only that when I don't know the number of iterations that I'm going to perform to get the output, I'll use while loop. Indefinite integration means that the number of times the loop is executed isn't specified explicitly in advance. The syntax for the while loop goes like: while, that is the keyword, the expression, that is the condition for which we have to check it is true or false, and the statements under the indentation, that is these statements will execute if this condition is true. Let's move forward. Let's move to PyCharm and check coding. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to my channel if you love the content. Okay, now I'll move towards the while loop. Okay, so I have done some coding for you so that you can refer to this and your time will be saved. So I'll just comment out this and I'll just explain you the first code. Here A is the list which is predefined by us. We have defined it earlier, 369327918. I equal to 0. I is a iterator variable. If you don't know about iterator variable, you can check my for loop video in this playlist, that is Python tutorial playlist. Okay, so I is the iterator variable, while a of I is the slicing of a, that is if you don't know list slicing too, I have covered it in this tutorial itself, in previous in this playlist, but in previous videos. Okay, so while a of I is not equal to 1, here we are going to search the number 1, search for the number 1. So we can search for any other number too, that is it will find its first occurrence. That is, if we search for 9, we have 2 times 9 present in our list, but it will find its first occurrence because we have begun the loop with I equal to 0. Okay, so it will find its first occurrence and we will get the position of the number. So we'll search it for 1 because it's appeared only once in the list. So let's search. Let's run this program. Say we have got the position number 8, 0, no, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8th. On 8th position 1 is present. You may here I have begun with 0, so I am printing the position as I plus 1. If you began with 1, it will start searching from here. So you have to if you want to return the position accordingly, like the sequence of positions would be 0 1 2 3 4, then you will get the position as 7. But if you want to start the indexing from 1, that is 1 2 3 4, then you have to return I plus 1. Okay. Here print variable is used. Here this is the condition, actual condition for checking the while loop. These are the statements to be executed if the while loop's condition is true. Okay. Now you have I hope you have understood this program. Let's comment it out. Okay, now let's move towards next program here, that is pattern matching or pattern printing program. This is not a complete pattern printing program, but just an idea how to execute while loop in pattern printing. So here I have taken the input. As you know, the default written type of input function or input method is string. So I have to convert it. So I have typecasted it into int. So the expression to be written is enter the number of stars to be printed. So we will get the result stored in the variable x. I have declared a j variable which is iterating variable. Now there is a while loop, and this is the condition to be checked inside the while loop. While j is less than x, means if x is 3, then j will be executed like 0 1 and 2 till it is less than x, that is 3. Okay, now we have to print star. Here we are using while loop because we don't know what the x is. We are going to get the x from the user input, so we don't know, so the number of iterations are indefinite, so we are using while loop here. Remember guys, we can use for loop when the number of iterations are known. Here the number of iterations are not known, so we are using while loop. So we have to print x, and endl gives the space between two star printed, so we have to print this star. Okay, now here increment we have incremented the iterator variable. Let's run this program. It will be asking the number of stars to be printed. My lucky number is 7, so I'll printing 7, press enter. So we got 7 stars with a white space in between.